We decided to have a holiday trip with friends to Canterbury and Dover areas. I think it's one of the oldest cities I've ever seen in my life, and it's so beautiful in the spring, and it offers some delightful walks to enjoy the blooming flora and super cool weather. You can rent a boat or canoe here to explore the rivers too. Several companies offer boat and canoe hire services that gives you a great opportunity to experience the city from a different perspective. But we decided not to rent any boat and just had a nice walk in the city. Canterbury is a home for the famous cathedral, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the oldest and most renowned Christian structures in England. Canterbury Cathedral is a very famous and important church in England. It's over 1400 years old and has beautiful architecture with colorful glass windows and carvings. The cathedral is where the leader of the Church of England works, and it's a popular place for visitors to see. It's also famous because of the story of Thomas Becket, an important religious figure who was killed there a long time ago. I truly enjoyed a nice walk on the territory of the Canterbury Cathedral because it has so impressive Gothic architecture. Also, we were there in Easter period and the bells were ringing everywhere, and it was so cool and gave me so much energy. So I highly recommend you to come there and see this church in Easter period. The cathedral has a rich history and cultural significance as the mother church of the worldwide Anglican Communion and the site of the martyrdom of Thomas Becket, which adds to its allure and fascination for visitors. The garden inside the church is very beautiful with lots of flowers that are blooming, so you can take lots of pictures. I think one of the best photo shoots places in this area is near these Gothic arches in this inside garden. So the castle is so nice, so highly recommended to visit it, and we proceed our journey. I should say that it's a very nice small city and you can truly enjoy walking here. You can see some, I don't know, like walking pictures on my videos, and you can have some tea, coffee here. Lots of cafes are in the city, so you can enjoy some food or beer, like as British people like. So after this small, nice walk, we decided to go to the house that we rented, and it was in Ramsgate. Um, so we needed to drive to this place. I should say that to rent a car wasn't very difficult, but to find an apartment for 7 people was a bit challenging. But we found a really amazing house, and you'll see it now. It's 3 bedroom apartments, like 2 double bedrooms and one like with 3 small beds, and it's very spacious, very nice, with 3 bathrooms, like 2 showers and one even with a bath. And the bath was so cool, like you'll see it later. Yeah, we had some living room, really spacious, and we could play some game there. A nice kitchen, big one with huge fridge, oven, everything. And here is our bath. It was so amazing, like was of Instagram pictures, and we truly enjoyed this property. So Ramsgate, it's a small town on the North Sea, which is popular by its sandy beaches, like architecture and lots of cultural events like some music festivals and lots of galleries, museums, theaters, mostly like art communities. So actually, we didn't find lots of things to do there, but a really nice pavilion where you can have some dinner, breakfast, or lunch with lots of different food and drinks. So we had some dinner there and went home to play some table games. Then in the morning, we decided to go to a new place a little bit further to Dover area, and I must admit that White Cliffs are very beautiful there. Lots of like walking, hiking zones, and I really loved it because it's very British, very nice, and you can get lots of tons of pictures, like Instagram pictures near the White Cliffs. And if you're a White Cliff lover, because there are a lot of White Cliffs in the UK, so you will definitely love that place with huge port and like amazing big hiking zone. Seaside landscapes are so inspiring here, but we wanted to see something else, maybe a little bit more British culture, not just landscapes. And we found that lighthouse in Dover, near the Dover Cliffs, is really amazing place. So we drove there. It wasn't easy to get in there. The first, like our road was through this kind of wood, which was really uncomfortable, and I don't recommend you if you just didn't find a nice way to get there. I don't recommend you to park there because you can get some car scratches. And here is a lighthouse, and it was so amazing place because of the people that were working there and this truly British tea with some cakes or sandwiches and amazing view, and like inside the interior was so cool. And if you like some tea or you are like tea lover and you like British culture with black tea with milk or without, it doesn't matter, and some amazing cake, so I highly recommend you this place because you're gonna enjoy it. This tea room story began in 1917, and after a beautiful woman, Doreen, ran the tea room for over 20 years, serving up traditional English afternoon tea and super cool homemade cakes, which I highly recommend. We truly enjoy this place and local staff there, so I really recommend it to you. Not far from the lighthouse, there is a huge medieval building. The United Kingdom is famous for castles, and here is one of them. The castle looks gorgeous from the outside, and it seems a huge one. There is also a really big parking zone, so you can leave a car. Prices per adult are 32 per day or per one time, but we decided to have some lunchtime and didn't spend time there inside. Actually, we didn't expect such a nice place in Folkestone. I mean, a really nice marina and lots of food, like street food. You can see lobsters and lots of seafood, not expensive. So we had a really cool dinner over there and amazing coffee that is not typical for British culture, honestly. And I really know that coffee here is really cool one, and it's just near the seaside, near the market. So I would recommend it. I'll give it 5 from 5. So it's just delicious. The name of coffee shop is Harbor Coffee and Co. And also, I would recommend you Bakewell Tart if you have never tried it or you are a big lover of it. And then it's a good idea to have some nice walk near like the beach, and you can see this strange building. It's a sauna, and if you book it in advance, you can have a sauna even on the beach. So might be really fun. But we didn't know about this, and it seems so small for 7. So we just enjoyed the seaside walk and British culture and British people smiling and relaxing, and also white cliffs. White cliffs with a sunset is a very nice landscape. Honestly, we had lots of white cliffs on this vacation because the next day we went to Botany Bay Beach, and you can see that it's very calm, chilling, relaxing zone. But it was a little bit cold for Easter period, so I didn't take off my shoes. But lots of people was having picnics there because it was Easter, spend time with families, and I think that in summer it might be a really gorgeous place. I'm pretty sure that it's better to visit this place in summer and don't wear any sneakers, just enjoy the beauty of the nature. So our next stop would be Margate. It's just because we have some friends there that can show us around. In this town, I was impressed by a sculpture. Um, it's because I have never seen something like this before. It's a sculpture in the sea, and depends on the water level. It can be not visible at all, and we've seen it like in a couple of hours, um, or it can be seen as now. While walking, we've seen this old canned market, which is just next to the beach, and we wanted to come in to try something nice, maybe some ice cream or some tasty food, maybe some coffee or chocolate. We didn't know, but it was very fancy place, I should admit. I mean, inside we've seen some funny pictures and some joyful things, and just interior was very nice, nice to see. So we decided to stop near ice cream, and we had some Easter special there. It was a kind of sweet sandwich with ice cream inside. So I would recommend it if you have a chance to try. Then we proceed exploring this small, nice town, and I really like about small towns in Britain is that it's full of British people and British culture in comparison with London, which is full of tourists and different cultures. Small towns let you explore more British things, and you can buy lots of different stuff like old books, some antique or nice food that you've never tried before, because like it's very different, like this Bakewell tart I've already shown you, and just just a cup of English breakfast tea with milk, and enjoying the weather, the sun, and nice people. Also, I really like these colorful buildings, which reminds me Notting Hill a little bit. And we proceed our journey going to Rochester because we still have a little bit of time, and we want to see like castle and the church, of course. I think it was a right decision to go there. It's not a very popular touristic place, but like in Easter it was amazing. Just Listen this. I think it's a main church in Rochester, and I like it so much, especially inside with Easter decorations. It's just wow. I should admit that it's a great place to be buried, but I don't know what do people do to finish here actually. But yeah, it's very nice. And the atmosphere inside was soaked with Easter, and it was amazing. And another place to see is Castle for sure. Oh, here is Rochester Castle. And very small, cozy town, and lots of people were celebrating Easter, so we decided to go to pub also and try festive Sunday roast. It's a must-have for Easter period. Same as in the big cities, you can see some performances here. And there are plenty of coffee shops over here, so you can have some tasty brownies or croissant or whatever you want to try. I got some nice brownie with caramel. Another place worth of seeing is this bridge with a castle view. And opposite you can see a bridge from a castle side. But honestly, I don't think it's something that will impress you. But you can have a really nice walk on the castle territory, and maybe you wanna come inside. But we didn't because we're not big castle lovers. Have some coffee, and here our vacation is finishing, and we'll take a car and move to London. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to my channel and click that bell if you haven't already, and see you later.